Good morning, student. Today is my lecture number 71 and I am going to solve question number 45. So let us see the question number 45 of this book. Question is saying AXN Limited invited application for issuing 1 lakh equity share of 10 each at a premium of 6 per share. The amount was payable as follows. On application 4 per share including 2 premium. On allotment rupees 5 per share including rupees 2 premium. On first call rupees 4 per share including rupees 2 premium. On second call and final call balance amount. So we can say that total value of share will be 10 plus 6, it means 16, and I have received 4 plus 5 9 plus 4 13, it means balance amount rupees 3 on first, second and final call. The issue was fully subscribed. Kumar, the holder of 400 shares, did not pay the allotment money, and Ravi, the holder of 1000 shares, paid his entire shares money along with allotment money. Kumar's shares were forfeited immediately after allotment. Afterward, first call was made. Gupta, a holder of 300 shares, failed to pay the first call money, and Gopal, a holder of 600 shares, paid the second call money also along with first call. Gupta's shares were forfeited immediately after the first call. Second and final call was made afterwards. The whole amount due on second call was received. All the forfeited shares were reissued at rupees 9 per share, fully paid up. Pass necessary journal entries for the above transaction in the books of the company. And this question was asked in 2017 CBSE exam, you can see. So let us solve the question. Student, first journal entry will be bank account DR, to share application account, and amount will be on 1 lakh share at the rate of 4 each, 4 lakh rupees. As question is saying, issuing 1 lakh equity share and application on 4, 2 including premium. Now I will transfer application money in share capital account. So journal entry will be share application account DR to share capital account to security premium reserve account. Now amount will be 4 lakh in share application account and 2 lakh in share capital account and 2 lakh in security premium account on 1 lakh share. Now journal entry will be for due on allotment account rupees 5 per share. It also includes 2 rupees premium. So now journal entry will be share allotment account DR to share capital account to security premium reserve account. One more thing, you should not write SPR, means security premium reserve account, in your final exam or any other exam, because this is not a short form of security premium reserve. For my convenience, I am writing SPR. So this is a point. Now allotment money due will be 5 lakh on 1 lakh share at the rate of 5 each. You can see here. And security premium will be 2 lakh and share capital will be 3 lakh. Now question is saying allotment money received and Kumar, the holder of 400 share, did not pay allotment money, and Ravi, the holder of 1000 share, paid his entire money along with allotment. It means Ravi paid his all the money, means 3 on final call, 4 on first call also. So total 7 rupees will be calls in advance on 1000 share of Ravi. So now I will write bank account DR, calls in arrear account DR, to share allotment account and 2 calls in advance account also. Now amount, share allotment money due is 5 lakh and calls in advance will be on 1000 share. When first call will be advance, it will be 4000 rupees, and final call when will be advance, it will be 3000 rupees. So I will write 3000 plus 4000 calls in advance, 4000 for first call and 3000 for final call, because Ravi, holder of 1000 share, paid his entire money. Entire money means a student, first call due and second call also due. So they paid all the money along with allotment. So at the time of allotment, it will be 7000 in calls in advance and it will be credit. Now calls in arrear, Kumar, the holder of 400 share, did not pay allotment money. So on 400 share, it will be at the rate of 5 per share, 2000 rupees, and we can say we have to received total 5,07,000, and out of 5,07,000 I have not received 2000, so amount will be now 5,05,000. This is allotment money received. Now first call money due, but question is says Kumar's share were forfeited immediately after allotment. So I will do the journal entry for forfeiture of Kumar's share. So journal entry will be share capital account DR, security premium reserve account DR, to share allotment account, and to share forfeiture account. Now a student, I have forfeited 400 share of Kumar, and amount will be in share capital. With application I have received 2 for share capital, and with allotment rupees 3, because 2 premium is included in both the installment. So it will be 2 plus 3, and I will write 5 per share. So share capital will be debited on 400 share at 5 per rupees, and total amount will be 2000 only. And on security premium I have not received allotment money, so it will be 400 into 2, and total amount 800. Now call scenario on allotment you can see 2000 rupees. So I will write 2000 share allotment account, and share forfeiture account will be remaining balance. Remaining balance will be 28,000 minus 2,000. It will be 800, and really I have forfeited only 800 rupees. You can see, because I have received only application money at the 4, but 2 security premium include. So really I have received for share capital only 2 per share on 400 share of Kumar. So I have to forfeit only 800 rupees. Now due money on first call will be share first call account DR, to share capital account, to security premium reserve account, and amount will be on only 99,000 share, 99,600 share at the rate of 4 each, because out of 1 lakh share I have forfeited 400 share, so amount will be due only on 99,600 share at the rate of 4 each. So it will be 3,98,400. Now in share capital account, amount will be total 1,99,200, and also in security premium reserve 1,99,200, because at the rate of 4, 2 for security premium and 2 for share capital. Now first call money received, so journal entry will be bank account DR, calls in arrear account DR, calls in advance account DR, to share first call account. Now student, you have to understand that total due is 3,98,400, and question is saying Gupta, a holder of 300 share, failed to pay the first call money, and Gopal, a holder of 600 share, paid the second call money also along with first call. So I have received earlier on Ravi's share 1,000 share also in advance, and now 1,000 shares were adjusted. So I have debited calls in advance account, but at this time also one shareholder of Gopal paid second call money along with first call, so it will also be advance. So you can see that I have received calls in advance for first call 4,000 rupees. Earlier I have received. So 4,000 minus at this time I am receiving of second call money of Gopal on 600 share at the rate of 3 each for final call. So I will adjust 600 into 3, and it will be 2,200 call in advance now, because we can not write call in advance account DR to call in advance account. So I have adjusted Gopal share with Ravi's share. So amount will be in call in advance 2200 only, and Gupta, a holder of 300 share, failed to pay first call money. So calls in arrear will be on 300 share at the rate of 4 each. So it will be 1200. And now, student, you can understand by this method. You can see when first call money received, journal entry will be bank account DR, calls in arrear account DR, calls in advance account DR. But why? Calls in arrear account DR will be for Gupta, a shareholder of 300 share, failed to pay first call money. So on 300 share, it will be at the rate of 4 each, 1200 rupees. And Ravi, the holder of 1000 share, paid entire balance along with allotment. So 4000 share will be for Gupta's share. You can see I have earlier done call in advance. So it will be adjusted 4000. Now first call money is due 3,98,400, and I have done 3,98,400. And calls in advance also with first call for second call on 600 share. Gopal share 600 share paid the second call money also along with first call. So on 600 share also. Now we cannot write calls in advance account DR to calls in advance account. So I have adjusted 1800, 1800 with 4000. So it will be now 2200, and remaining balance will be same. So now I will write 3,98,000, 3,98,400 in share first call, and remaining balance 3,95,000 will be in bank account. You can also write bank account DR, calls in advance account DR, calls in arrear account DR to share first call, and you can do the journal entry for these calls in advance. Bank account DR to share to calls in advance account 1800 rupees. So these are the methods. After this journal entry, you can do bank account DR to calls in advance account 1800. And in this case, you have to write calls in advance account 4000 here, and effect will be same, nothing will be changed. So let us see. Now I have to forfeit The share of Gupta 300 share failed to pay first call money. So journal entry will be now share capital account DR, security premium reserve account DR, to share first call account, to share forfeiture account. Now amount will be on 300 share at the rate of 7 each, because up to first call it will be 7 each, 2, 3, 5 or 2, 7. So total share capital will be debit by 21,000 rupees. Now security premium reserve will be 600, and first call money not received on 300 share, and therefore call scenario is 1200. So I will write 1200, and for future amount will be remaining balance, we can say. So total is 27,000 minus 2700 minus 1200, it will be 1,500. Now second call money due. So journal entry will be share second and final call account DR, to share capital account. Now amount will be due on 99,300 share. 99,300 share at the rate of 3 each, because I have forfeited more 300 share of Gupta, and I have already forfeited Kumar share 400. So second and final call money will due on 99,300 share at 3 per share. So total amount will be 2,97,900. Now I will do the journal entry for final call money received of bank account DR, call scenario advance account DR, to share final call. So final call money is due 2,97,900, and calls in advance will be 3,000 of Ravi's share and 600 of Gopal share. So it will be 1,800, and total advance will be 4,800. So remaining balance will be 2,93,100 in bank account. Now question is saying all the forfeited share were reissued at 9 per share. So I have to reissue, and journal entry will be bank account DR, share forfeiture account DR to share capital account. I have forfeited really 700 share at the 9 per share reissued, so it will be 6,300, and on 700 share at the rate of rupees 1 per share will be our loss, so it will transfer into share forfeiture account, so it will be 700, and the total at the rate of 10 will be 7,000 now. And I will transfer in capital reserve share forfeiture, so journal entry will be share forfeiture account DR to capital reserve account. So we can see that I have forfeited on 700 share 800 and 1500. Total forfeited amount is 800 plus 1500. It means 2,300. Total forfeited amount is 800 plus 1500, and our loss is here 700, so it will be minus 700. Therefore remaining balance will be 1,600, and I will transfer 1,600 in capital reserve. So student, this is the solution of this question, and you have any problem to understand this question, you can ask me. This is your solution, and you can see, and you can take a screenshot. Also, I will meet you in next video with next question. Thank you very much.